For the most part, it's just a different game mode.
More often than not, when we make a map that has like a similar, if not same layout, but different game mode, we tend to keep it in the same thread. But of course we add tags for it to account for it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's the usual form.
I think it's better than not doing it just because you don't need a whole new thread for the same map 5 different times.
You're gonna stick me bones in your eyes and hang on till you're dead!
I feel like the cap times might be a bit too long for what this is meant to be.
Green theme is, I'm not gonna blank, green theme is Fortunate Son.
We have captured the control point.
That's
Born
probably
Wild,
the strongest.
I think is Yellows? No. Oh, it's been a while.
That's probably the strongest trait of this map is those like team intros. Those are
I
Yes,
still don't like
Fortunate
the
Son.
I don't like the boxing rings. Like, keep trying to like walk into them because that's what it feels like you should do when you just get stuck.
We have secured the control point.
This is playing like all the other times I've played this map. Like identically
Asylum, this is me just doing a dumb idea, but why not combine two of your custom mode things?
We have captured
Melee
the control
Fort
point.
Space
We
Ball,
have secured the control point.
Melee Fort Pipe Ball, or whatever.
I'll tell you what could
That definitely could.
I'll tell you what could probably bring this map up a bit is if maybe in the middle area everyone gets their guns, but if you enter someone's objective, both teams have to they have to stick to their melee. That's when it becomes like, you know, the whole melee thing. But in the middle area, you fight over it with your guns.
I'll be kind of feel. It feels very hard to capture a point, even if it's your own. Especially because you just try to walk into it and you get stuck.
We will RTV when we have provided enough feedback.
We have
I don't know
secured
what
the
feedback can
control
provide other than cap speed or too long because it plays exactly the same as all the other ones. Oh, this is it. There's feedback.
We have captured the control point. We have captured the control point.
God
I
damn,
feel
I'm
like-
there.
I feel like you could number the points at the
We have
bottom.
secured the control point.
I mean, the definition of
that people-
insanity is doing the exact same thing multiple different times and expecting different results.
Now you know why his name
where,
is Asylum. That's a joke.
I don't know where any of the points are or what points being captured when.
I don't think that's
I see
really
that now, yeah.
Oh,
So,
you
like,
know
I'm
what?
just-
Yeah, you know what? The team, yeah, they could use it like a team overlay. Yeah, so you can tell which team owns what point. That's what.
What? No, I look there. You just label them, and give them names and the UI.
That's what I'm saying. Is that's what I'm saying. Is like give them an overlay. Making the layout a square.
I mean, probably not, because right now it seems like everyone's just kind of fighting
We
the
have
same
secured
thing
the control point.
instead of like yellow keeps going to blue, green keeps going to red. It's just this.
Well, I should have seen that.
This could just be 2 dom, 2 points instead of 4 dom. Also, yeah, respawn times and walk times are too long.
Capture the
It
control
would
point.
result in players never leaving the center. Well, they would have to, in order to get any of the objectives done.
Well, I do have it set to killing players gets points, so I could disable that.
I mean, that's fine. But it's not intuitive just because you already have points. Yeah.
Please stop caring about objectives. Yes. It's hard for me to come up with any, like, concrete solutions that would make this map more exciting, you know?
I think it's just... We have been... We've kind of like a bunch of versions of this map and it all kind of just plays the same. Wasn't really changing.
Yeah, this is true. Like, someone once turned a 5 CP map, like 3 different 5 CP maps, I'm pretty sure, into DOM maps, and they overall played the same, mainly because the layout was, like unchanged.
God, I fucking hate these rings. But how did she get in from that way? What the fuck?
We have captured the control point.
Oh, that way.
How about using that? Never mind. That's the idea.
We have secured the control point.
I think part of it might genuinely just be that people are also tired of this map after playing it so many times without any significant gameplay deviation.
We have secured the
Which might be
control
skewing us to report it negatively.
Yeah, I guess maybe a month-long layoff is a little too less. A little too short.
This map isn't bad. This map isn't bad. It just weighs on you. Then it's like, okay, you know, let's do something different with it. But it's hard to do something different when all you have is your melee, you know?
It lasts too long, and it plays too often, I guess. There's not much you can do different.
So less points required. All right.
I was thinking mostly just shorter map timer.
I'm wondering if you could add some kind of power-ups or something. That could maybe add some more variety.
Yeah, like if you made this manpower, it'd probably be more fun.
Oh yeah, you know, if this was manpower, I think this would be interesting.
I think...
You failed!
Yeah, maybe only is not really limiting, because it all just kind of plays the same. There's not really any gameplay nuance. If you had power-ups like in manpower around with spells, if you had power-ups with spells that would
have manpower?
TF2C unfortunately doesn't have that. However, there will be the Steam release.
It will in the Steam port, yes. That's what I was saying. There's a lot of effort put into this map, but it just doesn't have the gameplay depth or nuance to back it up. Also, the fact that we don't start with our point cap is really weird and annoying, so people just kind of walk away and go for other people's points instead of capturing their own.
We have secured the control point.
We can't really do anything. It's a big box with music and endless murder. You could hit stuff better, but it's not and just makes the points cap faster, but other than that, I don't have any feedback that would make the game, that would make it play better.
We have secured the control point.
Oh yeah, actually I wanted to ask you if you could make a version of Spaceball with a different layout, just as a companion.
You know, funny you should mention that. I actually did kind of make a King of the Spaceball. Well, I was making a King of the Spaceball. Like King of the Hill, but Spaceball. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of my King of the Pipeball game mode for live TF2. That might be something worth continuing.
Yeah, we can try. We can try that out. That would be interesting. The Spaceball, Pipeball maps. Those are all bangers. I've always loved those. So you could kick those off for a bit while this can go onto the back burner until the Steam release, so you can have more experience with like the more mechanics that'll be introduced.
Yeah. There's really clearly experience and talent with map making here. I just think it's kind of being wasted on melee for over and over again. I'd like to see something different.
Yeah,
Let us rest.
like make an infamously tough design for game mode, like territorial control.
We have secured the
I'd like to
control
see a
point.
traditional map with your design philosophies and art passing and everything.
Man, something smells good. I need me some legit food. Probably after this, I'm gonna
We have captured the control point.
cook a lot of food. I'm just gonna have a big, giant bowl of soup.
Okay, Ruby, stay safe and good night.
We have captured the control point.
After this, I'm kidding. Not yet.
Where did we...
Yeah, and especially stay safe.
Yes.
Hide, cowards!
Spy!
Hide, cowards!
Pyro is a spy! A spoon spy!
Which one of you is useful?
I gotta say, I am getting some amazing death cam.
We have secured the control point. We have secured the control point.
Waiting for someone to whip out a prop gun.
But that whole idea of getting people their weapons in the mid and then melee in the bases, that with TF AdCon, I could do that.
You could do that, and I think probably with a different game mode if this wasn't Dom and instead CTF, so that way people are encouraged to. Well, maybe not CTF either. I don't know. I think, I guess experimenting with both probably, but I think having people be able to use their guns in mid and kind of lay it out, of course, so that it can account for guns. And then kind of like whoever wins in the center or is able to push past the defenses in the center can then push in. And they're forced to their melee, but they're approaching the objectives, so. Rev with the minigun and hold it down. There's a way to fix that. That's already been addressed in this too. To keep heavies from spinning up and holding their guns.
Medic! Doctor! Medic!
It seems I am not the only spy.
The engineer is a spy. The heavy is a spy.
We have secured the control point.
You are T-posing concrete, man? That's terrifying.
We have captured the control point. We have secured the control point.
Jump back from the right up.
You have gone where?
Plant yourself on
I think what might help with this as well is probably giving people some more crazy mobility. I don't know how you could do that, but allowing for some added mobility in this would probably make melee fights more interesting. Being able to jump higher, move faster. I don't know.
You know, one thing I was toying with was the ability to, like, you know, when you activate the TF-trons at the top, that gives people a speed and damage boost.
We have secured the control point.
tell you something. What's your favorite use of that?
Some assistance.
Yeah, manpower power-ups would probably make this way more interesting. I think that would be the best addition. Once the Steam release comes, they'll be adding like support for that, so that'll be perfect.
Ooh,
Teams are being scrambled.
thanks, Con.